Okay, we are good.
We're good?
Yes,
Wonderful.
thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mayor and Council regular session of the Borough of Ramsey. This meeting is also being conducted telephonically. The dial-in number is 425-436-6365, access code 213563. The meeting may also be viewed on Ramsey YouTube channel, which you can access through the Borough website. May I have the roll call, please?
Mayor Dillon,
Here.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Here.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Here.
Councilman Kilman,
Here.
Councilman Popolo,
Here.
To mute conference participants, press 1. To mute conference participants in lecture mode, press 2. To unmute conference participants, press 3.
Okay,
All
sorry.
participants are unmuted.
Sorry.
okay, Councilman Popolo,
Here.
yes, okay, Councilwoman Poppy,
Here.
Councilwoman Woods.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Can I have a flag salute? I'll ask Council President Kilman to lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of all citizens to have advance notice of and to attend all meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting the public is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, notice of this meeting of the Mayor and Council was published in the Bergen Record and the Ridgewood News on Friday, January 19, 2024. Hey, can I have approval of minutes, please?
Yes, Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from work session dated April 10th, 2024. I'll second.
Thank you. Any comments on the minutes? Any changes? No? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
No, as I was not in attendance that evening.
okay, Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilman Popolo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes.
Thank you. Communications?
Yes, Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to receive and file the communications as listed on our agenda for April 24th, 2024.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
This is Councilwoman Cusick, I second.
Thank you. Is there any comments? I just want to thank Mr. Boo Miller for bringing it to our attention that we need to replace the sign. As everybody knows, the borough does have finite resources, so we do rely upon residents to let us know when something needs to be repaired. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Yes.
Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilman Popolo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll open it up for public comment. Anyone wishing to address the governing body, please give your name, spelling the last name and address. Please speak in an audible tone and address your comments to the chair. There will be a 5-minute time limit per speaker unless reduced because of the volume of business on the agenda. Please note, public comment is your time. Out of respect and fairness to all, there will be no interruptions or questions answered during your time. No time shall be ceded to anyone else, and no time shall be saved for later use. Any responses may be given during the governing body's comments later in the meeting or is directed by the chair. The borough clerk is the official timekeeper.
Good evening, I'm Richard Jaretsky, that's Jaretsky, and I live in Clifton, and I'm gonna keep it brief. Probably wondering why someone from Clifton is at a Ramsey meeting, and I'm here to try to help animals, this is what I do. I'm not with any group or anything, I'm just a guy who cares. And I'm talking specifically tonight about puppy mills, and passing an ordinance, hopefully, that would ban the sale of those dogs and cats. There are cat mills also, believe it or not, with all the millions of dogs and cats that are being killed every year in the country, and many here in New Jersey. This is a little something you can do to help solve this problem. So I'm asking basically, I know some of you already have heard about it. Well, first of all, puppy mill, just in case you don't know what it is, it's a horrible, terrible situation where you have, like, say, wire cages from the end of that table to the other table, stacked upon each other, and they're filled with breeder dogs that never gonna come out of those cages. And they're in filth. They only power wash them down once in a while. They're out in the elements. These places are in the Midwest mostly. The Amish do it also, Missouri, Mississippi, and they get trucked over here to our 22 stores in New Jersey that sell these dogs. And a lot of times they're sickly, and people buy them. They're expensive, very expensive. And they die before their time. And the dogs in the mills, you know, they're never getting out of those cages, and they die before their time, and it's probably a relief because they get no medical care. They just are bred till they can't breed anymore, and then in the Midwest, I mean, I've seen videos of, they just blow them away. They put a bullet in their head. There's all kinds of videos you could see on YouTube. There's documentaries. It's a horrible, horrific thing, and you have a chance to do a little something about it here in Ramsey by passing. I have the sample ordinance, which has been passed in 145 communities in the state of New Jersey in the last 10 years, a lot recently. It's really picking up steam, and we have state legislation pending, which hopefully will pass and very soon in this session, and that would ban the sale of these dogs and cats in our state, just like New York, California, Maryland, I think Illinois, Washington, is one or two other states too. So it's something that's growing, and so I'm urging you to do this, put this on the agenda, and don't be scared by the lies of AKC if they come out of the woodwork, and they will, and the Caring Consumers, or whatever they're called, from the state, who make a lot of money off of these dogs, and they don't care that they're suffering and being, you know, tortured in these cages and everything else. So that's getting ahead of it, but, so I'm just urging you to do this. Please put this on the agenda, and there's like, I think 30 towns in Bergen County have passed this in the last 10 years. Again, some very recently, like Mawa, Hillsdale, Montvale, I was involved with those. And so it's something that's growing. Please be a part of it. I have some information here if you want to see it, again, if you don't know, but the best thing is to go watch a video. And here's the sample ordinance. I'll leave my contact information if you have any questions or anything. And that's basically it. Thank you for your time. And do I just come up and hand this to you, or?
I'll take
Yep.
it.
I'd like to respond to you and just tell you that we have a draft ordinance just about ready to go. So we are fully on board with this, and thank you for coming today. We're definitely going to be doing it.
Thank you very much for your time. Okay, don't see anybody else in chambers. Do you want to speak? You're good? All right, thank you, gentlemen. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
All right, is there anybody on the line who would like to speak? Second call for public comments on the line. Third and final call for public comments on the line. Okay, not hearing anybody, I'll close public comment. I would like a motion to go out of the regular order of business for the open space public hearing.
Yes, Madam Mayor, I'd like to make that motion to do exactly what you just stated.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick?
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter?
Yes.
Councilman Kilman?
Yes.
Councilman Popolo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We're applying for an open space, applying for, or we want to, a 2024 Bergen County Open Space Trust Fund Municipal Park Improvement Grant for the resurfacing of the pickleball courts at Finch. One of the requirements is that we have a public hearing on this. So, is there anybody who wishes to speak on this?
Madam Mayor, this is Bruce Jose. Do you want me to make some comments about this before?
That would be wonderful, Mr.
Well-
Bose. Thank you.
Okay. Tonight, as the mayor mentioned, is the advertised public hearing prior to the borough voting on a resolution authorizing the submission of the grant application. The borough in 2022, with the use of a prior 2021 open space grant, put in place the 4 new pickleball courts at Finch Park. These courts are in a location of where the old underutilized street hockey rink had been. At the time we installed the new pickleball courts, the contractor felt that the court surface did not need to be replaced and recommended some minimal surface work that was contracted for and performed along with the painting of the court. As the borough has been extensively using the courts for the last year and a half, it's apparent that the court should be fully resurfaced. This open space trust fund grant application is for the pickleball court resurfacing. The estimate of the court's resurfacing and ancillary work on the fencing and associated equipment is for a total project cost of $190,000. Open space grants are 50% funding match grant from the municipality, so we're requesting half the estimated cost or a $95,000 grant. As we all know, pickleball is continuing to increase in popularity, and the high utilization of the courts at both Finch Park and East Newark is a testament to that. The project is supported by the Ramsey recreation community and will be a great upgrade to an area of the Finch Park facility where, as mentioned, we have seen this dramatic increase in utilization and outdoor recreational activity for those of all ages.
Thank you, Mr. Vosay. Anyone else have any comments on the dais? No. Okay, well, not seeing anybody in council chambers to make public comments, is there anyone on the line that would like to comment on this resolution? Second call for comments on the resolution. Third and final call for comments on the resolution. Okay, I will close this public hearing. Do I have a motion to go back into order, please?
Yes, Madam Mayor, we have a motion to go back into the regular order.
Thank you.
I second it.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick?
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter?
Yes.
Councilman Kilman?
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry. Councilman Papalo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, we'll now move on to advertised public hearing for final consideration of ordinance 05-2024.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Final ordinance for number 05-2024, bond ordinance to authorize the making of various public improvements in, by, and for the Borough of Ramsey in the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, and appropriate the sum of $1,015,000 to pay the cost thereof, to make a down payment to, authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes and anticipation of issuance of such bond. Having been brought up for public hearing and all the persons interested having been given an opportunity to be heard, pass final reading by title, and that said ordinance be adopted, and the ordinance of the Borough of Ramsey. And be it at further resolved that the Borough Clerk be and she hereby is directed to cause a copy of the title of said ordinance to be published in an official newspaper of the Borough and in the manner provided by law, together with a notice of the date of introduction and adoption of the said ordinance.
I'll second.
Thank you. Do we have any comments on this? Mr. Vosay, would you like to comment, please?
Sure. This bond ordinance authorizes funding of $1,015,000 for 3 different projects and infrastructure improvements in the borough. The first component is $580,000 for the annual road resurfacing program. The next portion of the ordinance funding is allocated to the installation of electric vehicle charging stations in the parking lot of North Central in an amount of $175,000, and the final component is roof replacements at 3 borough buildings: the Ramsey Police Department headquarters, the DPW or West Side Firehouse building, and a partial replacement at the municipal building at an estimated cumulative cost of $260,000.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, there's no one in the council chambers to make public comments. Is there anyone on the line that would like to make a comment on ordinance 05-2024? Second call for comments on ordinance 05-2024. Third and final call for comments on ordinance 05-2024. Okay, not hearing any, I will close the public hearing. Can I have roll call, please?
Councilwoman Cusick?
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter?
Yes.
Councilman Kilman?
Yes.
Councilman Papalo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods?
Yes.
Thank you. I hereby appoint Anthony Escalano to the Ramsey Fire Department.
Very good.
Consent resolutions, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Be it resolved that resolution 086-2024 through and including 100-2024, having been considered by the governing body of the Borough of Ramsey, be and are hereby passed and approved. There is a special permit request. The Ramsey Public Education Foundation is requesting permission to hang signs advertising their 5K and Family Fun Run on Saturday, May 11th, 2024, They would like to post 50 signs throughout the town, 1 banner at the tennis courts by the pool, and flyers hung in local businesses. And there are no block party requests this evening.
I'll second that.
Thank you. I noticed that their signs were already up around town. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, wonderful. Can we have a roll call, please?
Sure. Councilwoman Cusick.
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter.
Yes.
Councilman Kilman.
Yes.
Councilman Papalo.
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy.
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll now go to committee and liaison reports. Finance and Administration, Councilman Gutwetter, it's you again.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Start off, I would like to congratulate Anthony Escalano on his appointment to Ramsey Fire Department. Thank him for his service to the borough. For my report this evening, for the library board, the HVAC renovation project is nearing completion after several months of work, and the final stages are checklist inspections from the project manager, architect, and engineering firm, and the Borough of Ramsey. Children's room renovation will start shortly thereafter. This project is a result of strategic planning research showing increased use of the space in the children's room, increased attendance at library family events, and to update the space from years of wear and tear. The Friends of the Ramsey Library Spring Book and Jewelry Sale will be held from April 25th to April 28th. Proceeds go to support various library services. The library collaborated with the Ramsey Environmental Commission on several Earth Day events in April and May, and more information on the May events to follow. The summer concert series will return with concerts scheduled from June through September. Again, more details to follow. Library Con, the library's annual Comic Con style event, will take place Saturday, May 18th from 12 to 4 p.m., featuring Ghostbusters vehicle in the parking lot, Artist Alley of comic book artists and authors, a costume contest for kids, members of the 501st Legion Star Wars movie level costumes, a panel discussion on creating your own costume, and much more. For the Recreation Commission, the summer camp at Finch online registration opened on Monday, April 22nd, and will go through June 18th. The link to register can be found on the borough's website. Spring sports are underway, as well as a new volleyball clinic. The women's softball began on April 21st, and the 2024 Ramsey Run to be held in September is under discussion for details. The Ramsey Farmers Market is open Sundays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., and hours will expand next month in the month of May. May 5th and 12th will be a plant sale from the Ramsey Garden Club and MEVO. And there are various children's activities from May through October. That completes my report for this evening.
Thank you so much. Public Safety, Council President Kilman.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First, I'd like to recognize and thank Anthony Escalano for his service and appreciate his service to the community for joining the Ramsey Fire Department. From former councilman and military veteran Joe Verdoni, I have a brief report on VFW Post 12148. The VFW's annual poppy donations will begin May 1st. Raising funds for poppy donations will continue to run until June 30th. Donation locations are at various retail establishments throughout the borough. On Sunday, May 5th, the VFW members will set up a booth at the Ramsey Farmers Market. And then sometime in mid-May, VFW members will be replacing American flags on fallen veterans' graves at Union Cemetery, Ramsey, and Redeemer Cemetery in Mahwah. Brief report on the Ramsey Emergency Services Complex. The Ramsey Emergency Services Complex Development Committee and NETA Architects continue to work on the design plan and site issues that need to be answered in order to replace the current 70-year-old fire and rescue building and infrastructure. Currently, we don't expect this emergency services complex to go out for bid until fourth quarter of 2024. When the design plan for this complex is ready and the ancillary issues are resolved, a date will be set for it to be presented to the mayor and council and open to the public. In the meantime, we have set up a page on the borough website for this project under the community heading on the landing page. Plans and pertinent information are posted when finalized. Madam Mayor, that is my report.
Thank you. Building, Planning, and Zoning, Councilwoman Woods.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Congratulations to Anthony Escalano on his appointment to the Ramsey Volunteer Fire Department. Very thankful for him. Thank you to Councilwoman Sarah Poppy for organizing the popular Coffee with the Mayor and Council and Ramsey Police Chief. It was great to connect with the residents, but K-9 Jack was my favorite attendee. No offense. Design Review Board. The Design Review Board meeting was Tuesday, April 23rd. The application for Mayfield Cafe was approved. This is an Indian restaurant to be taking over the old Pub 17 location. Luna Azil Mexican restaurant on Main Street will be revisited because it exceeds the color limit on the sign. Duncan rebranding for Franklin Turnpike was approved, and the next meeting will be May 28th. The Senior Trustees Board. The Senior Trustees meeting was held Thursday, April 11th. A new hot water heater was installed. This will help with cleanup after food events. We really needed that hot water. Morano's catered a baseball-themed book event with hot dogs, Cracker Jack, and ice cream. It was so well attended that the author sold out of his books. This Friday is Arbor Day, and the Senior Center just sent an email today asking for our attendance. They have planted 3 new oak trees, and one of the trees will be dedicated to Artie Keys this Friday at 12:30 in front of the Senior Center. The Keys family will be there, mayor and council, members of the Shade Tree Commission, Ramsey Fire Department, and the Saddle River Valley Lions Club are invited for the ceremony and light refreshments this Friday, 12:30. The seniors are excited about the senior gala scheduled for Saturday, June 22nd from 12 p.m. to 2 or 3 p.m. The mayor and council, again, will look forward to serving food at the event. Couple of things they had going on. They had an Art of Tea event sponsored by Hackensack Hospital, and it was very well attended. Linda Corson is donating her time to teach Mahjong. Art classes are fully scheduled, and there's almost a waiting list for those. The last one focused on watercolor. Stress management programs, healthy bones training, and women's bocce is so popular that they're opening a second court. The next meeting is Thursday, May 9th. The Zoning Board of Adjustment for April 17th was canceled because the applications were not complete. But I would like to touch on one thing that I talked about a year and a half ago. As we spend more time outdoors, you may notice more air traffic in the area. I covered this topic during Teterboro and Newark International Airport runway renovations a few years ago. While there is little we can do about this issue, it is important to log your complaints if we are to make any changes. You may want to download an app called Flight Radar 24 to get the detailed information of the type of plane, altitude, and destination. You should then submit a complaint directly to the individual airports. Teterboro asks that you call Teterboro Airport Noise Hotline, 201-288-8828, or you can file a complaint electronically at the aircraftnoise.panyj.gov site. Or if you need further assistance, you should contact the FAA Noise Portal. But please make your complaints known. Thank you.
Thank you. Utilities, Buildings, and Grounds, Councilwoman Judy Cusick.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This is Councilwoman Cusick's report for the 24th of April, 2024. I want to thank all the members of our borough who stopped in last Sunday for coffee with Ramsey Police Department and the mayor and the council. I enjoyed our time together, and thank you, Councilwoman Poppy, for the inspiration. Congratulations to Anthony Escalano for his appointment to the Ramsey Fire Department. My report tonight will provide an update regarding our Planning Board, the Shade Tree Commission, and Board of Public Works. The Planning Board last met on April 2nd. There were 4 site plan waivers, all approved. The Planning Board is recommending to the Mayor and Council a study for an area redevelopment for 1 Constantine Drive, Block 3603, Lot 1. The Planning Board, please, last met on April 16th. The next meeting will be in the beginning of May. Our Shade Tree Commission met on April 18th. There will be another meeting on the 16th of May. Please note there's information on our borough's website regarding our Shade Tree Commission. Arbor Day is this Friday, and there will be a ceremony for a tree planted at our senior community center. The Board of Public Works last met on the 15th of April. The next meeting is the 20th of May. Per and polyfluorinated substances, PFAS, are a group of chemicals used to make fluoropolymer coatings and products that resist heat, oil, stains, grease, and water. As of April 10th, the EPA has issued revised PFAS water quality limits for drinking water. The rules generally follow what our BPW and consultants had anticipated and which were originally proposed, with some minor amendments relating the implementation timetables. H2M, our consultant, has begun feasibility regarding our borough's water systems. The lead service line replacement work continues. This is the NJDEP's lead service line replacement legislation, a project that requires all lead service lines served by the water system be replaced by the year 2031. Hydrant flushing continues for our springtime fire hydrant flushing program. Information is posted on the borough's website for residents and businesses. And finally, there was an NJDEP inspection on April 3rd at each water facility, including a visual inspection and a review of our paperwork. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Public and Governmental Relations, Councilwoman Poppy.
Thank you, Mayor Joe. First, I'd like to thank the mayor and the remainder of the council and the police department for attending the Coffee with the Mayor, Council, and Ramsey PD event on Sunday. I'd also like to extend my thanks to the Girl Scouts for coming to do a craft with the children. It was very well done, so good job to them. And hopefully we'll have another one of these events in the future. I'd also like to congratulate Anthony Espolano on his appointment to Ramsey Fire Department. The Ramsey Municipal Alliance met on Monday, April 22nd. RMA member and professional speaker Stephen Hill presented at Ramsey High School on April 5th. It was the first all-school assembly since before COVID. The students were attentive and engaged while listening to Stephen's story of recovery. Stephen will be presenting to the 8th graders at Smith on May 8th, and he has become a regular presenter at the schools. Also co-sponsored by the Ramsey Municipal Alliance in May will be Attitudes in Reverse. Therapy dogs will be brought to Tisdale and Hubbard for age-appropriate education on mental wellness. This is an annual event, and the elementary schools look forward to hosting it. Students will have the opportunity to attend the Lindsay Meyer Teen Institute program in New Jersey for a week this summer for leadership opportunities to bring back information to our community and mentor younger students. Approximately 6 students will be awarded scholarships funded by the Ramsey Municipal Alliance and Department of Human Services grants. Those applications will be taken from any high school students who are interested. So look for more information at the schools. On June 9th, the RMA will hold their annual Meet the Police and Drug Take-Back event at the Ramsey Farmers Market. Any unneeded, unwanted, or expired medication will be accepted for disposal. No liquids or sharps at this time. As a reminder, there is always a drop box in police headquarters that is available 24/7, no questions asked. The new resident mixer will be held on June 11th with a rain date of June 18th. All residents who've moved to town since January 2022 are invited to attend and use our pool. Letters will be going out to those residents soon. Organizations who will also participate and set up tables and activities will be able to register for their spots starting next week. A communication will be sent. Finally, the Ramsey Pool Commission met on April 17th. Girl Scout Ellie Thumb presented. She will be building and installing pizza box disposal containers in the pool area to help facilitate recycling. This will be her silver award project. And what was nice about this is I noticed that the Environmental Commission, with their composting, pizza boxes are compostable. They're actually not recyclable. So they might be able to compost those. The Pool Commission will again be holding their popular aqua aerobics program in July and August. On Saturdays, in addition to aqua aerobics, there'll be 2 more Fab Fridays added to the schedule, as well as a rain date for any missed bands. On May 6th through 10th, the pool office will be open from 11 to 4 for in-person membership purchases and keep fob pickup. The next meeting will be May 15th and will be the first meeting of the season to be held at the pool complex. Thank you.
Thank you. Health, Education, Social Services, Councilman Popolo.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'd also like to congratulate Anthony on his appointment to the Ramsey Fire Department, and congratulations to Councilwoman Poppy and the rest of us here, the mayor and council. I thought the event Sunday was very, very well attended and good. I enjoyed talking to the residents that way too, because even if it's one, you kind of talk and get some feedback and good insight on certain things. My report starts with Rife tonight, so we have karaoke night tomorrow, 4:25 at Knights of Columbus, 7 p.m., 40 Rifers ready to attend, so I think it's going to be a hopping night tomorrow. Challenger softball opened up last Saturday and will continue through June, and again this Saturday at 3 p.m. at Finch 1 Field. Environmental completed their EV event on Sunday, 9 to 1. It was well attended, and I've covered most of the environmental items last session we had, but the EV event is one that we had 2 additional sponsors come, which is good. So it grows each session we kind of have with that, which is good to see. And Board of Ed, next meeting will be 4:30 at 7 p.m. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, and congratulations to Anthony Escalano for joining the Ramsey Fire Department. Always very happy when people join the voluntary emergency services. And it's a lot of time dedication, so thank him for doing that. And the coffee with the mayor, council, and the PD, I thought was a great success. Thank you to Councilwoman Poppy for organizing it. Thank you to Chief Lyman, Officer Hammersma, and K-9 Jack for attending. And thanks to all the residents who came out to attend it. You're always nervous with events like that, whether people are going to show up. So I was really happy. We had a steady stream of people from 10 to 12, so I thought it was a really good event. And I want to thank one of the Girl Scouts, Nicolette. She made a beautiful Mayor of Ramsey necklace for me. So I just want to thank Nicolette for that, yes. If you're wondering what the noise in the background is, they're having fun night at Dater tonight, and that's, the field is right behind us. The RBSA parade is this Saturday at 9 o'clock. The lineup is on Mechanic Street at 8:45, so I hope everybody can join us. This is one of the best parades of the year. And regarding the Comic-Con, I was asked to be a judge of one of the judges for the costume contest, so I want to thank Miss Maggie for inviting me to do that. And that is all that I have. Borough Administrator.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I would just comment on a few of the resolutions that are on tonight's agenda. Resolution 88, this resolution amends Resolution 79 of 2024, which awarded a contract to Garden State Fireworks for the borough's Independence Day celebration on Saturday, July 6th. The original proposal Garden State had sent, which the previous resolution was based off of, was for an incorrect amount that they had sent in error. This resolution has the corrected price in an amount of $15,000, which is the same as last year's contract price. As we noted last meeting, Garden State's been the borough fireworks vendor for a number of years and has performed very successful displays. Resolution number 90, and then also resolutions 95 to 100, all have to do with a healthcare proposal that the borough is considering. As healthcare costs continue to increase, the borough continues to look at ways to reduce costs where possible. The borough's health insurance is provided through the New Jersey State Health Benefits Program, with employees contributing a percentage of the coverage premiums in accordance with the state-enacted Chapter 78 contribution levels. In 2023, a health reimbursement account, or HRA program, operated by an outside vendor, the Difference Car, was approved by the New Jersey State Health Benefits Program to work with the municipalities under their coverage in efforts to lower the net health care costs. Ramsey has, over the last month, been pursuing this option for the borough, and after a number of meetings with employees, they're implementing this optional program. The New Jersey State Health Benefits Program currently has an open enrollment period ongoing that ends April 30th, where employees may make changes to their health coverage, which will be effective July 1st. Resolution 90 authorizes the borough to contract with the Difference Card and execute the service and business associate agreements to provide these HRA services. Resolutions 94 through 99 are authorizing the borough to enter into contract addendums with each of the 6 unions, adding this HRA option in accordance with their collective bargaining agreement. As mentioned, the approved plan is required to be optional by the state. We anticipate roughly 20 to 30% of employees receiving health care coverage to choose the HRA at this time. Resolution 91 authorizes the submission of the 2024 Bergen County Open Space Trust Grant for the resurfacing of the football courts that we had the public hearing earlier this evening. The project would be for an estimated cost of $190,000. The grant submission is for 50% of that, or $95,000, as it's a mandatory 50% match from the municipalities. Resolutions 92 and 93 award contracts to D&L Paving. Ramsey is the lead agent for the Northwest Bergen Shared Service Group and annually coordinates a shared service bid for road resurfacing. This year we have 5 municipalities included in the bid, allowing us to have additional paving quantities and achieve a more attractive bid package. The public bid was advertised and bids opened on April 16th. It was a very competitive bid process with 9 firms bidding on the contract. In fact, the 3 lowest bids were within $9,000 of each other on a $1.4 million bid. D&L Paving Contractors was the low bid. D&L has successfully performed under contracts for similar scope of work in the past, including this cooperative paving contract in 8 of the last 14 years. After both technical and legal review of the bids by the borough engineer and QPA and the borough attorney, respectively, the recommendation is to award the contract to D&L Paving. Resolution 92 awards the contract as lead agent collectively for all 5 towns with a total amount of $1,421,127.64. And Resolution 93 awards a subsidiary contract for only Ramsey's portion of the work, totaling $435,950.39. And that is all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bozay. Borough Attorney?
Nothing, thank you, Madam Mayor.
Borough Clerk?
Nothing, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Okay, we have no introduction of ordinances, no unfinished business. We've already taken care of the new business earlier in the meeting. So do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a good